Thank you.
All right, Mr. Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this hearing. Trade is economic freedom. It's the ability to buy and sell and compete around the world with as little government interference as possible. And what it means is that when that mom walks into a grocery store or that college student goes online, the choices they see and the prices they pay are determined by them rather than some government somewhere. And so the work you're doing, Ambassador, is just critical in results not just in new jobs here in America, but in new choices and families being able to stretch their pocketbook farther. So this has a real impact on our families. That's why I hope our trading partners understand this Congress is pro-trade. We support an aggressive trade agenda, and the work that you're doing in Asia Pacific, in Europe, in international services and facilitation technology are exactly what we think are important to get this economy going. And you've got a great team behind you, so I want to commend you just for your overall approach. I think it's exactly the right tone, exactly the right substance at exactly the right time, especially in a world whose economy is, frankly, struggling a bit, and you can play a role in doing that. So I want to ask you about Asia-Pacific region. You know, by some estimates, 80% of all the new economic growth in the world will occur in the Asia-Pacific region. We want to be, as Americans, where those new customers are at. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is really a 21st century trade agreement, unlike others in the past. I think will have tremendous value. So what's your strategy? I know the goal has been to complete that by the end of the year. You know, what do you see? What is your strategy toward that end? What are some of the challenges that you face in trying to close that out in a timely way?
Well, thank you, and thank you for your support and for the support of my team, Congressman Brady. As you said, TPP and this region is so critically important to our economy here. Right now, there are 500 million middle-class consumers in the Asia-Pacific region. That number is expected to grow to 2.7 billion between now and 2030. And the question is, who's going to serve that market?
Yeah.
Are they going to be buying American goods and taking American services, or are they going to be getting their goods and services provided by somebody else? What are going to be the rules defining trade in the region? Are they going to be the high standards that we're pressing for on labor and environment, on intellectual property rights? Are there going to be disciplines around state-owned enterprises so there's a level playing field with private companies? Or will we be taking the digital economy into the future and making sure that the internet is free, that we avoid restrictions on the flow of information? That's what's at stake with TPP, because we're not the only party out there. Yeah. There are other parties out there with very different versions and visions of trade who are also out there negotiating agreements. And if we sit on the sidelines and don't fulfill our leadership role in this effort, others will help define the rules for us. And that'll put our workers and our firms very much at a disadvantage. We're well down the road in these TPP negotiations. We are in the end game. We have a reasonable number of outstanding issues on rules, and we have some critical outstanding issues on market access. As the chairman talked about earlier, the critical issue right now is Japan, market access on agriculture and on autos. It's then bringing Canada to the table, because I think Canada is waiting to see what happens with Japan. Once the market access piece falls into place, and all the other countries are waiting for Japan to play its appropriate role in this negotiation, once the market access piece falls into place, we expect to be able to resolve the other issues around the rules. They're difficult issues that are left. Yeah. There's a reasonable number of them. Our negotiators are working around the clock here and around the world to narrow those differences and close them out.
Well, I'd like to see Japan included in this, but they've got to hit the standards, you know, that we're insisting among all our trading partners. Do you expect to be able to complete this year? Is your hope to do that?
Very, very much so. I mean, we're focused on as I said, working around the clock to get this done as soon as possible.
Good. And obviously, we appreciate the work. Bipartisan way, we continue to build support for the Trade Priorities Act so that we can really direct the White House toward our negotiating objectives, make sure there's strong consultation, and we can assure others of a timely up or down vote. I think that's critical as well. So thank you, Ambassador, for the work you're doing.
Thank you.